Just doing an audio test real quick. Can't even remember what I did last time. I assume I haven't even started looting this area. Not in a huge mood to like stream or even talk right now, but I want to get one out per week. Like one video or stream. So I'm probably not going to be talking much. Apparently I didn't create artifacts. I don't know what the hell that was. No reason for one of them to linger at the bottom. And I wasted my buff as well. I'm gonna have to reapply it. Of course, wasting my time and doing it again, of course. Have you ever noticed that, like, it seems when you're most annoyed that video games screw you over the most? And I don't just mean, like, obviously when you're annoyed. You know, you play worse, not as consistent with your skills. But, like, that, for example, easily could have just wiped out the boss attack. And earlier, that peasant outside the boss room, for whatever stupid reason, decided just to, you know, stay at the bottom despite the AI specifically meant to go up to attack you. Wasn't sure if I looted the 6 Twinkling Titanite here. Apparently I did. I need to go check something. I'm back.
Be safe, my lord.
Just give me a sec. Okay. Apparently Ontario decided to just test their emergency alert system. Hello, Mr. Whiskers. I do too. Yeah, I usually have that by... usually around this point, if not earlier. A few adaptability levels away, though. Yeah, mages are fun. I think I prefer sorcery overall, though I do like using Sacred Oath and, what is it? Lightning Blade? That's it. Is it Lightning Blade or Sunlight Blade in this game? Can't remember. Oh, and with a proper faith build, you can basically melt Ancient Dragon with Heavenly Thunder. For me, I'm good either way, just because, at least in Dark Souls 2, just because I've played it so much that I can fight pretty much anything in melee with little to no issue. I guess with the exception of probably the reindeer in Frigid Outskirts and the flame salamanders in Forest of Fallen Giants. Just trying to think if there's any other. I guess there's also the Drake Keepers, especially the one with the Great Hammer. Those ones are always relatively annoying, though I can fight them pretty consistently. Just thinking, what other enemies? The giant pyromancers, they're kind of broken because they don't stop attacking you. You'll never get your stamina back because you'll constantly have to use it on dodging. What was I? Oh, right. Honestly, like, I never really use hexes, with the exception of, like, on my maxed out character. Well, not completely maxed out. Just for Giant Lord farming, I would use, not Resonant Blade, is it just Dark Blade? Whatever the one that doesn't consume souls. I would use that and Whisper of Despair against Giant Lord for farming him as quickly as possible.
Is that however...
But yeah, I've never been a huge fan of hexes. I don't know why, maybe just because, like, some require a catalyst, some require a... What can there... Chime, that's it. Also the fact that some of them use souls, that's kind of annoying. I mean, it's fine if, you know, you like using them. Though it's actually the only, like, pure magic type that I haven't used in a playthrough. Like, I've done sorcery only multiple times. Did faith only once, and I did pyromancy only once. Never hex only. Not for any particular reason either, just, I don't know, I've never been bothered. I'm definitely going to try it at some point. It doesn't help that there's not really any hexes that are available. Let's see, without killing any bosses... Well, I guess there's the stuff from Dark Diver Grandal, but that requires 1 million soul memory, which is pretty hard to do without killing anything. Because obviously if you're doing hexes only, you can only use hexes, and you can't kill anything. Though I suppose you could lure enemies off ledges, like in Hyde's Tower of Flame. Then I guess you'd have to rely on... Just trying to remember the name of it. Dark Fog? Though that would still be pretty difficult to get because it's like right at the end of the gutter. I mean, I do like casual runs all the time as well. It's just, as I said, I haven't done Hex only yet. Sorry about that, I was just getting a thumbnail for the streams. I feel like it wouldn't be too bad because you can just get Dark Fog. Well, first of all, go to Hyde's Tower of Flame, lure the old knights off ledges until you have enough souls to get. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Well, actually, there's a few ways to go about it. You can, because I'm trying to remember the playthrough I did, where it was like I could barely do anything for quite a while. Might have been miracles only. But yeah, so you can lure the... Well, no, you have to go to the Forest of Fallen Giants first, get 1,000 soul memory. For... Well, no, I guess you don't have to get Lendegrass Key right away, but... yeah, so go to Forest... Sorry, I'm all over the place. My mind's a bit... Well, all over the place. Okay, go to Forest of Fallen Giants, talk to Kale, get the key from him, go to the Majula mansion, lure the skeleton out to... What's his name? Maulin, the armorer, and then the skeleton can kill him for you. You can also get the skeleton hit the boulder, or the rock, into the well for the Estus shard. But yeah, so you'll get the gear that will increase your soul gain. Then you can go to Hyde's Tower of Flame, lure the old knights off ledges until you have enough for a bit of health and the cat ring, run through the gutter, and then you should be good. Because Dark Fog is right at the end of the gutter. And then you can like easily cheese a boss or two with that. I mean, not cheese, but it's pretty powerful, so against early game bosses, it'd be really good. But yeah, so you just defeat Dragon Rider with that spell, and then you have access to... I'm trying to remember his name. The Hex guy. Falcon, that's it. Falcon the Outcast. And then you can use that, or use him for a bunch of hexes. And then, from that point, it's easy. With the exception of a few DLC bosses, because of how high their elemental defenses are. Plus, on top of that, like all bosses and enemies, with the exception of Drakeblood Knights, take reduced ranged elemental damage for whatever reason. I don't know why the DLCs are like that. Yeah. So lots and lots of good lines in this game. Aldia has so many good lines. Vengarl too. Those two are like my favorite characters in this game. Oh yeah, by far. I'm actually getting close to 3,000 hours. Actually, let me check real quick. 2,940 hours. Yeah, Looking Glass Knight's fun. I mean, if you have like a very swipey weapon, it can be kind of annoying because you keep clipping his shield. But I think my favorite is... Well, like my top three would be... First place is Sir Lon. Second place would be Fume Knight. Third place, probably... Velstadt. Sin is also really good, but he's kind of like all over the place, because if you get a fight where he constantly flies, then obviously it's a really unfun fight, but if you get one where he stays on the ground most of the time, then he's really fun. Yeah, his lore. He's Sir Cyan, right? I'm pretty sure that's like the really popular fan theory that since Sir Cyan died, like right at the start of the giant invasion, Aldia got a hold of his body and turned him into the Looking Glass Knight. And it makes sense, especially because at the start of the hallway, just give me a moment, or I guess passage technically. At least that's what the game calls it. There's this pedestal that has Sir Cyan on it. It is funny though. He's like he's basically the only boss in the game that has really good lightning defense. But then they put him in the rain, so he doesn't have good lightning defense. Oh yeah, the shield is really cool, and the fact that it deflects spells is pretty interesting. Got clipped right at the end. Oh hey, the fight took only a minute. It's pretty good. Technically less than a minute. But oh yeah, so what I was talking about earlier about really, really powerful faith build, really powerful faith builds is that with the right setup, you can kill Ancient Dragon in a minute, if even that long. Which is kind of crazy considering the 20,000 health. Also, a fun fact about Ancient Dragon, he actually drops the most souls of any boss in the game. Actually, I have it written down somewhere how many. No, I don't drink coffee and I avoid caffeine as much as I can. I mean, it's addictive. And it's not like bad for you, but it's not good for you either. You just find it best to avoid it. I swear I made a video about fighting him, and like how many souls he can drop. Okay, found it.